Welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. There are more corpses out here. And there's an animancer still here.
We should build more of these cages.
Everyone is still here.
We will remain here to see to our dead.
Alright. Let's talk to Jyoti.
Got a weight in my lantern now. Almost feel like I can hear the soul when I jostle it around. With every soul, my lantern's getting heavier and heavier in my hand.
How are you feeling? Suffered any recent nightmares?
I did. Recently with you. You were walking the depths of the ocean, but you didn't drown. And in your hand, you gripped the key to Aora's end. I've seen stars wreathing a statue's brow, and souls flowing like tears over gleaming Audra. And then my god headed into the heart of the storm, where he could find the darkness. Tell me what's on your mind?
What are your thoughts on Aethys as of now?
We talking during the Saints' War, or after he died?
What's the difference?
Well, before he died, he was still Aethys as the majority of my brethren know him. Aethys embodied a human. And when that human got blown to bits, we all believed Aethys died. And I think a part of him did. The part he'd most closely woven into living flesh. The part that represented life. And rebirth after death. Which means the part of him that could have survived, that stormed across the Deadfire's seas, was the side more aligned with obsidian, rot, and falling away. That which is death.
Alright. Let's talk about leading up to and during the Saints' War.
I really only know what my folks taught me.
She scratches the back of her head, hesitant.
Aethys embodied Saint Widwin, but during the war, he got blown to bits. That's the thing about human bodies. Eventually, they all gotta die. As the god of rebirth, of course, Aethys would be coming back. But where I differ from my family's view, and my High Priestess's view, is that I've studied the apotheosis of Gone. And I know all about the backside, the downward swoop, the death part of the cycle of life. Obsidian, rot, regrowth. What's gone can never be again. What comes back is changed. Always. Even if what comes back is a god.
Alright. What's your take on Aethys after the Saints' War?
Then you mean gone. Sure, maybe my god still answers to Aethys as well. Why not? But Aethys died. And death requires change. He ain't what he was. Not in exactly the same way. That's why I think his other aspect, his darkness in the light, is what's burning brighter in him now.
Alright.
No need to fiddle-foot around. I'm listening.
You have a more foul mouth than most priests aside from Endrance that I've been around. Is that normal?
Reckon not.
She grins wide and confident.
But I can't help but be a touch wayward. I don't take it too far. My mom caught me once necking in the Merkberry stalks. And of course I fight. But I've not done much more than that. And I don't use the real ugly words.
She waggles her sickle around in a helpless sort of gesture.
Sometimes the feelings, they just come tumbling right out of me. Gods darn it.
Alright, well, that's enough for now.
It's time I got about searching for lost souls.
Thanks for chatting, Jyoti. I'm not really hurting enough for money that I feel like it's really worth it, but also I'm throwing away money by not searching every one of them. I feel like mechanically it respawned because this is oh, there's a cat. Gosha. Enchant value, time acquired. Grants pet party-wide effect of +1 perception. Alright. Oh, I see. Only. Yeah. I'll keep the cat around. Okay. Alright. Back to Port Mage. How much cash do we got now? 3,000. Not a bad sum of copper considering we're level 4. I can probably buy some of the magic items in town now that I think about it. There's actually a shipwreck up here that I never poked at. Sift the wreckage. Money. 16 medicine supply. A grappling hook. Hammer and chisel. And 21 ammo. I figure I really should just loot everything I can. Right, so the others are chilling at Valario's Rest. Port Mage Harbor. Let's just stop it in at Clario's. Because he's the only one we have to answer to. I am going to want to hire some crew, though, is the thing. So I shouldn't dump my money on magic items. But I also have a ton of stuff to sell. We'll see.
What can I do for you?
I have information for you about the dig site.
Belfetto, tell me, please, what has happened? How much have we lost? I must know.
Some of your animators made it, but Odorisi was killed.
I see. I suppose we are fortunate to have any survivors. And Orisi's notes. His research?
Clario's gaze searches yours with almost feverish anticipation. Well, I did find these.
You did. Gods be kind.
Alright. Positive rep with a Valiant Trading Company and Port Mage. Clario takes the bundled paper notes from you with barely restrained urgency. Within moments, he is flipping through the papers, his eyes sweeping back and forth across the pages.
Belfetto! We are saved!
Clario lets out a relieved, almost giddy laugh, looking up at you with a toothy grin. A grin he hides soon after, beneath a cough and a look of some regret.
That is, Odorisi's legacy is not wholly lost. I like to believe the man would find that pleasing.
He folds the papers once again and sets his hands over them protectively.
You say this is all the work of the Titan, of Aothis, and you still insist on looking for him? He destroyed your ship, killed my people. Would it not make more sense to sail to the far side of the world and away from all this?
I don't have much of a choice here, Clario.
It is a strange obligation you are under. I understand a little of that. Lucky for you. If I were a more sensible man, I would take this for fable and turn you away.
Well, he's using the Audra Pillars as an energy source, so if I find more, I can find him.
Merla. He will ravage every outpost in the Deadfire. That Adra is why we are here. Why everyone is here, in truth. The Valiant Trading Company, the Royal Deadfire Company, countless mercenaries. You'll want to go to Nekataka. Queen Onekaza II rules there, at the Kahanga Palace. Anyone seeking to do business in the Deadfire Archipelago must negotiate with her first. The Queen knows every Adra vein of worth in the Deadfire. I'm certain she can help you. That is, if she agrees to see you at all.
Is that unlikely?
Nekataka harbors many foreigners, but they count upon a small army of diplomats and emissaries to buy passage with words or coin. You have no one but yourself. Ah, that silver tongue of yours will be put to the test.
I mean, you did promise to help me.
I have not forgotten. We will get you to Nekataka, and for that, you need your ship. I'll arrange it with Ekawa. Between the two of us, I'm certain we can gather the workers we need. Head down to the beach once you are ready to depart.
Thank you for the help, Governor Clario.
Pompiaco, it is only right, after all you have done for me. I won't keep you further. You have a long and very strange journey ahead. Some advice. After you have had your audience with the Queen, seek out the Valian Trading Company. They make their headquarters in Nekataka, and the company always appreciates a good head.
Alright. I guess this is kind of like in the first game where you have to choose which faction to join with to have any influence in the city or something. Or like Gothic now I think about it. Alright. So at this point, let's pop over to the Kraken's Eye and see if we can't hire on any crew. Because we have to pilot a ship. We've got like 8 people. That seems like we're gonna need more. Hey, Thorol.
Still kicking, eh? What'll it be?
I'd like to hire some crew members.
Plenty of people looking for passage out of here. Let's see if any of them catch your interest.
Alright. So, we have a chatty navigator and deckhand, a malicious deckhand, an academic cannoneer, a fearless deckhand and surgeon, a chatty helmsman and cannoneer, and a chatty, rowdy, seasoned cook. Let's see. So you're the only cook here, and you're seasoned, so hire you. I need a helmsman and a cannoneer. Navigator and deckhand. I don't like that malicious thing. So I need to hold on to some money to pay my crew. But let's take a poke at the market and see what cool stuff we've got. Because I want to wear cool clothes.
Swords!
Let's see here. Psychic Spell, plus 10% healing done, plus 1 alchemy, swordsman bracers. I'm gonna pick those up for a dare. I should go ahead and sell some stuff. There was also Altaria.
We have supplies. Have a look.
Selling Death Maw and a Ring of Minor Deflection. Death runes. Being near a killed enemy grants damage reduction. Yeah. Because that's going to be good for you, because you're going to be in the midst of combat. And then the Grimoire has some interesting stuff. That might be handy later on. Alright. Let's get out of here. Because we've got plenty of food. Let's click on supply here. There are definitely some upgrades here that would admittedly be good to have. But, we have plenty of fruit. How much water have we got? 17 water, 28 hardtack if we really need it, but we've got 21 fruit as well as a ton of rice. I'll pick up, yeah, 50 water seems good. And let's get out of here. Get out into the world. See what the archipelago has to offer. Maybe find Jabberwock Island. Engage to Jabberwock.
Good, you are here. Clario has made good on his promise. We are making ready to free your ship.
Mikalo gestures toward your vessel, where a motley group of Moana and Valian workers race to and fro.
I say still that you are fortunate. The ship was nearly lost, but it will float. For how long, I cannot say. You will wish to find a friendly port with some speed, I think.
Do you know where Nekataka is?
So you will go to the great Kahanga city as well. You must sail north for some time, and then a little east. Take care, Nekataka, outsider. It will close its jaws around you, and you will never notice. Come, we will see your Defiant out to sea.
Level up. Achievement unlocked. A sailor's life. 2 blessings gained. Oh, right. There are in-game achievements. You've received a curious message from Harbinger Vatnir. Put in the stash.
The matter of our ship's resources before we get underway.
Let's see. 8 ammo, 12 medicine, 7 repair. Irina was
It
injured.
saddens me to inform you that we lost several crew and most of our provisions during the storm. However, Port Mage appears to be well supplied, and I expect the recent disaster has left several sailors in want of a ship.
Way ahead of you, steward.
I suggest we contract for additional supplies and crew before we return to open water, or our voyage may indeed be a short one.
Task updated. Skeleton crew. So hire 5 crew members, which I did. Basic provisions. Buy repair, cannon, and medical supplies. Alright. The Veins of Aora. Reach the city of Nekataka. One of the DLC quests is available, but it's at least 4 levels higher than the character's current level. Failure is all but assured. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with that. Lantern of Gone. I mean, this is just happening automatically. So. Alright, so let's head on up here. Oh, you can't take another ship at sea. As the Defiant leaves Port Mage behind, you casually observe other ships coming and going, mostly fishing and trading vessels. One craft stands out. An imposing dhow, replete with cannons, crests into view across the Defiance... with cannons, crests into view atop the... or across the Defiance starboard bow. The flag raised high atop its sails signifies a wish to parley. However, the dhow approaches at an aggressive speed, suggesting that it may not easily be turned away. Face them head on. You spin the ship's wheel counterclockwise. The ship swings round quickly, disturbing a gull resting on the foremast. The bird voids a white splotch on the deck as a sign of its disapproval. We even out the wheel and bear straight towards the dhow. The distance closes quickly, and soon the massive dhow's hull rolls on the waves beside your ship. Boarding planks emerge and are quickly cast onto your ship, along with shouts from its crew notifying you that their captain will be boarding. Several well-armed men cross the planks, their eyes watching every inch of your ship. The crowd parts open to make way for their captain, a tall, well-dressed man. He peers at you with one impeccably groomed eyebrow raised. Falling behind the captain, and in stark contrast, strides an unkempt Orlin. A pair of pistol grips protrude from his belt, and he casually twirls a stocky firearm around his index finger. His shaggy face, framed by long cobalt blue hair and a wildly braided cerulean beard, makes the crooked smirk he directs at you seem almost sinister. Bleh. What's all this, then?
On behalf of the Principe Sympathy, I must request we meet in parley.
The broad-shouldered captain up-tilts his chin in greeting. When he smiles, his left cheek divots a shallow dimple. You couldn't have asked before you boarded my ship uninvited?
It has been some time since I last asked another's permission.
He flourishes a courtly bow.
I've heard some marvelous tales regarding your ventures in the Deerwood. In fact, you are the first dragon slayer I have ever met, outside of a grave.
Yeah, it's totally a dragon slayer.
Fortune by pilfering from one such as you.
I take it he is not one of those fools. Perhaps we should listen.
Did we kill that dragon? Did we kill the sky dragon? Or is he talking about the Adra dragon that took over the dragon slayer's body? Either way. Under the captain's words, you hear a faint but insistent buzzing. It blooms, overwhelming Ferrante's voice, drowning out all else around you. No one else seems to notice. A vision. Thunder cracks between your ears, and you glimpse a different sun-shod sea behind your eyes. The visions streak across your mind's eye, fleeting and incoherent. An elf, dark-haired and battle-scarred, stepping across the gulf between vessels. He shakes Ferrante's hand, and warmth spills through you. Excitement, pride, respect. The imagery melts like candle wax into a lamplit galley, swamped with the scent of unwatered rum and sweet fruit, with sailors in their song and sweat. The scene billows away, ice-cold and clawing, replaced with crew on deck, solemn and staring, as Ferrante grasps one of their own by the throat. Not one of their own, no more. You don't steal from family and stay family. Tears and mucus mar the man's features as Ferrante reads the man his last rites. Thief or no, they'll consign him to Andres, tradition dictates. The vision passes, leaving you blinking on the deck of the Defiant, looking into Ferrante's face. He raises an eyebrow.
You have met such a fool. Captain Benweth of the Drake.
Despite the gravity of his words, he smiles grandly, and the dimple cuts deeper into his left cheek. The Drake. Oh! Benweth is the one. Okay. Go ahead and tell your cipher to stay out of my head. The blue Orland's mouth falls open.
Careful, ship hunter. Mind that you do not confuse a useful skill set for a non-expendable one.
Ferrante glares at Seraphin. The Orland steps back, blinking away the rebuke, and peers at you, probing. His yellow-green eyes narrow, unfocused, as if trying to remember something. Then the captain turns a warm smile back to you.
My apologies. Rest assured, it will not happen again.
Apologies, Captain. Didn't mean it, really. We're up all night, you know, searching out our friend here.
He looks to you.
You've been at sea a while. Your mind starts playing tricks on you, aye? Well, mine plays tricks on others, too. Usually don't mean much. Maybe see a bit of shadow, hear a bit of tune. Not unless a person's sensitive. Like, say, a watcher.
You say this Captain Benweth is the one who attacked me.
The short-sighted scoundrel has been wreaking havoc in the area for months. He is no son of failure. I do not fault his ancestry, but he disregards too much the grand heritage we Principi represent. Benweth is the second most selfish captain within the Principi's newest generation. He risks all that we value.
Second? Yeah, if the Benweth's the second, who's the first? He pinches at his lips, eyes narrowing thoughtfully, but you can see that he's biting back a mischievous grin.
Perhaps I have said too much. This is a problem solely of my own. For now.
If Benweth is one of your own, shouldn't you be taking responsibility for his actions?
Benweth is no captain of mine, Imika. It is not beneath my flag his drake sails. Yet I do seek to temper his actions when they would endanger the Principi altogether.
How's he endangered the Principi?
Are you saying if we rile you, you will pose no threat to us? Così, pardon if I do not believe you, Dragon Slayer.
The captain chuckles, fingers rubbing the frilled collar about his throat.
Word of Benweth's raid on the Defiant will spread throughout the Deadfire. More fools will seek to prey upon you. I would suggest you stave off all others by making an example of Benweth.
Ferrante's, do my job for me, friend. Hope you don't die in the effort.
The rogue words flit through your thoughts like darters, not quite your own, but not entirely unlike your own either. Alright, and why do you want to help me exactly? He sighs heavily.
I do not favor Benweth, nor do I care for the company he keeps. Such fools and scoundrels serve only to tarnish the Principi's reputable name. But I believe you will be capable of setting him straight.
Alright. I don't work for free, though. The good humor wipes from his face.
I suppose I should expect as much from a woman once employed by the dozens. Of course, Amika. Work with me, and I will weight your pockets with gold. When you have dealt with my problem, I will prepare a fine welcome for you at my port. Now, a tip for you.
His smile returns twofold, and he nods amicably.
Benweth's drake took damage during the storm. Eventually, he will need to dock for repairs, and when he does, Seraphin can find him for you.
Ferrante flourishes a hand toward the Orland at his side.
He is rather an unrefined creature, but he is a most skilled ship hunter, I assure you.
Unrefined? Begging your pardon, Captain, but I'd be the fucking model of the gentleman of fortune. As for Benweth, that sucker of squid tits be as predictable as the tide. I'd wager all my furriest bits that he'd set sail for Deadlight.
That would be felicitous indeed, as I believe the traitor Remaro hides there as well. I quite enjoy killing two men with a single bullet.
I hear a money-making opportunity.
Wouldn't have even thought of it if you hadn't brought it up, sir.
Yet you feel a surge of anger that's not your own. Seraphin spins toward you and bows again.
Now, I ain't hardly in any hurry to leave the fine company of the gentlemen of leisure, but the captain be right about me finding your mark. Adding to that, you sail into Fort Deadlight not knowing your innies from your outies. You might very well find the locals cannon fucking your boat to sodden splinters.
Why loan me your best ship hunter?
What venture does not require an investment to be prosperous? The Seraphin is an allowance, which I expect you will return. In one payment or another.
What exactly do you do for me?
Are you asking aside from our vaunted ship hunting abilities, self-evident manners, and cyclopedic know-how of all things piratical?
Teeth glint between the curves of a smile. Yeah, aside from the obvious.
Well, there'll be me knowing my way around Fort Deadlight, so named on account of it being a fortress and all. I got my contacts inside, and I'll be half handy with a gun if shit goes belly up. Adding to that, I'll be right easy on the eyes, or so the lasses tell me.
He raises his eyebrows in 2 quick bumps. I'm sure they're just being kind.
You verily wound me, madam.
As you see, Seraphine is both insufferable and marvelously useful.
Seems like you're eager to join me, Seraphine.
Well, of course I'll be eager to give Benworth the old Evo. That half-cock's been a pain in our asses for the better part of, well, too fucking long. You said you met him, I? Seems the type that needs a bullet, ain't he?
I can tell there's something you're not telling me.
Aye, there's boat holes I ain't telling you, Watcher. I ain't telling you about the lass I have back on Deadlight. Ain't telling you what we did or didn't do last time I seen her, neither. Certainly ain't telling you about the secret pirate handshake that'll get you in the door.
Ferrante shakes his head, but his smile widens into a sincere grin. Alright, welcome aboard, Seraphine.
Oh, you won't be regretting this, Watcher. At least so long as you keep us heavy in grog and light on the onions. Ugh, them dirty shit apples ain't never agreed with me, and I'll be suspecting they never will.
He pats his belly as he strides to your side.
He's not sleeping near my berth, I promise you that much.
I sail now for Dunwich, my own safe port. I will await you there, should you be successful in schooling our wayward captain.
And I'm just going to... a barbarian. Then we just need one more caster type and we're balanced, because I think it's 6 party members, not 5. Yeah, barbarian. Oh, it might be 5. I'm still fine with this. Alright, so I still want to pop over to Port Mage to pick up some repair supplies, I think it is. $30. Let's just pick up 10. Yeah, I'm not quite as rich anymore. Was that the wrong kind of provision? Cannon shot and medical. I'll do, like, 1 of each. Just for the XP addendum added basic provisions. Okay. So now... let's see, do I have a world map? I do. So Nekataka is up there. Fort Deadlight is right there. And all the way up there is Dunwich. I think I want to make my way to Fort Deadlight. Because I'm not making any excursions related to Audra, so it's not as important for me to get to Nekataka and see the Queen. Although... low the man down. 1 quest higher than your character's current level may prove a bit challenging. Let's see if that includes after I level up, though. I can't do that until I'm on land. Okay. Meryl the Mad in an abandoned village. Alright. Color me intrigued. Because this is an open world RPG after all. And we can pick up some supplies here. More food, more water. Alright. Muriel the Mad. Let's level everyone up. Alright, Adair gets access to Tier 3 abilities. Disciplined Strikes for 1 discipline. Gain Aware for a short time. Aware Inspiration is now improved to Intuitive. Tactical Barrage. Mule Kick. Knocks them into the air and then prone, leaving them disoriented. Penetrating Strike. Significant additional penetration during the attack with no penalty. Alright. I'm gonna go Confident Aim and One-Handed Style. Just to make his one-handed attacks that much better. Jyoti has Swift Flurry. While active, melee weapon critical hits have a chance to trigger another attack instantly. Lightning Strikes energizes attacks to do shock damage. I like Swift Flurry. Blade Turning. Redirect incoming melee attacks for a short time for 2 wounds. Exploits the shared bonds of universal suffering between all beings. The target is hit with a powerful blow while enemies in a cone behind the target suffer crush damage and are staggered for 3 wounds. Stunning... Oh, yeah, Stunning Blow. Oh, that's Mortification, though. I'm gonna go for Torment's Reach because it's a wound ability. Right. Tier 3 spells. I have access to Fireball and Bounding Missiles already. Minor Blights. And yes, expose vulnerabilities. Aloth. Mechanics. Race Party Average. Insight. You... Noxious Burst. And Arcane Dampener. Give me that Dekaja. And Seraphin has some levels plural to gain. Oh, Stealth. You can be the Stealth focus. Okay. And Streetwise is going to be your stat. Barbaric Yell, shaken enemies for 1 rage, Frenzy for 1 rage, granting strong defense inspirations as well as action speed bonus, and they get a deflection penalty, but he already has that. Let's see, Blooded, causes Barbarian to lash out when in pain, granting a bonus to damage for as long as they are bloodied or near death. Stealth. I like this, a stealthy barbarian. This is cool. Barbaric Blow for 2 rage. It deals a massive blow, increasing the likeliness and damage of critical hits and implying carnage in a larger area. While Wilder Hunter grants up damage bonus against all Wilder. 2-handed Style. 1-handed Style. Accurate Carnage. Oh, Carnage. Every successful melee attack, they make a reduced damage attack at all other enemies within a short distance of the target. Heck yes. And then... gonna go one-handed style and hope that he has... Oh wait, no, I just give him proficiency with swords. Oh, sword, half sword... Oh, half sword is the ability. Yeah. And then another level. Wild Sprint for 1 rage, granting the nimble inspiration as well as immunity to engagement. 1 stands alone. Melee damage when they're near 2 or more enemies, and they require an additional threatening enemy to become flanked. Heck yes! Combat focus for concentration at the start, defenses, and bloodlust imparts an unquenchable bloodlust to the barbarian, increasing their attacks or their action speed for a short time once they have personally downed an enemy. Yes. Just run into a group, kill, 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 kill. Heck yeah, barbarians are fun. Revenant, Rusted Copper Construct, and Muriel the Mad. Right. Hand mortar and battle axe. See, the thing is, you actually have a gladiator sword and a shield. We'll see how it works for him. I sold all my shields. Okay, you just have the gladiator sword.
Indeed.
Hey, watch out.
Alright, Aloth. Actually, just attack Muriel the Mad. I keep wanting to call her Meryl the Mad. Oh, she's a mage! Sweet. Alright, Frenzy. And attack the construct. Adair, you should run up... Oh, where are you? Why can't you move? Alright, into the fray... I can't. Okay.
I'm here.
I have the ability Sympathy for the Lost now, too. Call upon the souls of those that have agreed to follow you. Their presence distracts all foes in the area. Oh. So I can just try and distract them. And you can run up to beat up this Revenant. Or this guy with Swift Flurry.
Let's reap this whirlwind.
I don't think I can pull that off.
Adair, you feeling good?
Hey.
Okay, this still works.
Yes?
What for, Captain?
Alright, move up to her and attack. There we go.
With relish.
Happy to oblige.
Yeah, go and take out the mage, which is obviously going to be the most dangerous thing. Construct is actually pretty close to dead.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Yeah.
Aye?
Right, I can fireball now.
Be blowing a man down.
Aye? That's it! What do you need? I don't think I can pull that off.
Okay. At least this is working now, so let's yoink you and end turn. I keep forgetting that it's an actual pull. It's not like a teleport, effectively.
Ahoy.
Yes?
Yeah.
Alright, and the Mad Mage has a Stone of Power that has Power Surge and 1 int. Boosts power level for the duration of the fight, once per rest. Fine Padded Armor. A Fine Rod, which I think is the one weapon type I'm not using for mages. Let's see. Weapon. You use a wand, and you use a scepter. You already have a unique scepter.
Happy to oblige. I hear you.
Alright. So we can move onward. Let's see what's down here first, though. If anything. Just the path forward. Alright. So we've defeated a Mad Mage who seems to have been a necromancer. Dealing with revenants. Cool. And now, we can search this abandoned village. Palmstone. 1 morale and 2 dex. Okay. 3 pyrite. A cloak of deflection. Interesting. 24 tar loaves. Alright. So, with that, why are you not healing? Let's see, ship management. So you are a novice cannoneer. Okay. Injured for 6 days. How do I set you to heal? Alright, set the fruit to be used. As well as the ale. There we go, that should help. And more water. Let's see. Healing your resting slot, not healing. Why are you not healing? Oh, there we go. Let's see. Deckhand. Did I get a navigator? Yeah. And you're a deckhand cannoneer. There we go. Now you're healing. Alright. Next time on Let's Play Pillars of Eternity 2, we're heading into the archipelago proper, heading toward Fort Deadlight to see about dealing with that captain who tried to best us. See you guys then.